Hi, my name is Priya, and I and my two children are long term students of Forefront Academy. The three of us have been privileged to study French from scratch under the guidance of some of the best teachers in the world that we could have ever hoped for here in Bangalore uh, at Forefront. Our journey began about 3 years ago when my children and I were in urgent need of at least understanding the very basics of French for the sake of my children's academics. I too had a desire to finally master a language which I had been wrestling with since my own school days. It felt like it was time to, finally dive into this language properly, find the right teachers, find the right books, the right methods, the right exposure, and to master the accent, to get the pronunciation right, to get a strong grasp of grammar, to meet all these goals. It just was time for us to begin this journey. And fortunately for us, Forefront Academy appeared just when we needed it the most. I still remember my very first conversation with Aisha ma'am and Hajira ma'am, the first two people I met who are the brains behind this academy. And interacting with both of them from the very start was so reassuring. It was confidence building, and they were just amazing in helping us meet deadlines, in helping us create schedules and timetables that were helpful for us, and in introducing us to an amazing group of teachers from outside of India, who were native speakers in French and who were really good and very efficient and very helpful in conveying their knowledge to us and in guiding us step by step through mastering this language. My daughter, who at that time was about to start the 11th grade, had virtually no knowledge about French. She had never studied French before in her life, and she was under pressure to master the basics of this completely unfamiliar language in a span of about 3 months. And thanks to Aisha ma'am, Hajira ma'am, and the team at Forefront, they made it happen. My daughter had a working knowledge of the language by the time she left within just 3 months of excellent classes, and it really helped her during her boarding school stay in another country. Where the teachers there commented on how impressed they were that she began the subject with an impressive knowledge of basics and grammar and pronunciation. It was a good start for her, and to this day she's passionate about French. She loves watching movies and even reading books in the language, and it's all thanks to Forefront creating that positive experience for her from the very beginning. My son too is currently studying French as a key subject for his 10th grade, which will be happening next year, and he too is he shows a confidence and a clarity about the language which I think is not just going to help him academically, but it has already created in him a love for the language. And I see him being able to continue with Forefront in the future as well, in order to further this language, his knowledge of this language as the years go by. I myself have been able to overcome a lot of my own inhibitions and lack of confidence regarding speaking French, pronouncing the words, reading in French. It's opened up a whole world of possibility for me. And Forefront is an academy I would definitely recommend to my family, to my friends, to study not just French but other languages as well. While I was attending classes there prior to the pandemic, I was lucky enough to witness classes in German, in Mandarin taking place, and I could make out that the teachers in those languages as well were so good at what they did, and their students were fully engaged. The instructions were so clear and high level and precise, and there was just this energy that I could sense in in this academy, which kept everyone inspired and engaged with what they did. And After the pandemic, we ended up having to take classes at home, online, and Forefront, if very efficiently, created that model as well and managed it really well for us. The quality of tutoring never wavered, and safely in our homes, we were able to benefit and enjoy the Forefront experience. So I really want to thank Aisha ma'am for opening up a world of learning for us in language, and we look forward to in the future exploring studying other languages as well, when we are ready. So thanks again, Aisha ma'am and Hajira ma'am, and to the entire team at Forefront Academy for giving us such an enriching experience. Thanks a lot.